Hey everyone, gonna show some quick tips in Google Classroom. This is a very basic video. So just gonna go over some things about difference between your stream and your classwork and how to do some grading in Google Classroom. And just some general things about how you post your assignments that might make your life a lot easier in the future. Your stream and your classwork are two different things, and a lot of people are getting confused with that. They're posting just everything directly to their stream by going right here and just adding their stuff. Yes, I can add my stuff here, but it can be a problem because that also means I'm not going to be able to give a grade for it. This is really, the stream is really for communicating, as it says here. You can make announcements, maybe you can post videos that you get from your wonderful administrators, student news, that kind of stuff. Your classwork is where you're going to want to put your assignments. So if you want to make an assignment, you'd hit create, assignment, and I know a lot of you are already doing this. So say I was making an assignment for today. I put those steps in there knowing already what I was going to do. I'm going to add my Hawk Flight page, which has everything in it already. And you're going to want to make sure that your Hawk Flight page, when you post it, is a view-only file. You don't want the students to be able to edit it. That could be very bad. But I'm also going to, if I make this an assignment, there's really nothing for them to turn in directly to Google. It'd be nice that I did have something to turn in. Now, I know it wouldn't be every single day, but very often you are going to want something quick that they turn right into Google. So, and that could even be, say you had them doing a Kahoot or a quizzes or something, you said you wanted them to screenshot it, you could still create a Google Doc for them here, and that's where you'd tell them to screenshot that. So whenever you do get a Google Doc, here's a little tip for you too. The first thing you want to write in is whatever you want to title the thing, because as soon as I write in that title, if you then click up here for the title, it's going to title it itself, which saves you a little time, because if I started writing my directions first, then I'd have to go right in the title. And you'd want to be a little more specific than this, obviously. Or maybe my directions would be to attach their screenshot, which they could do very easily by simply hitting the screenshot button on their computer and then hitting Control-V to screenshot, to paste that in there. Now, this will title itself when I change this, because this is you're going to want, if it's something they're turning in, you're going to want to make a copy for each student. That's very important. Now, a couple other things. This is for my test classroom. You can set a due date, which I'm going to set for tomorrow. You could even set a time in there. I could put this under a specific topic if I had set topics in my classwork page. You can even attach rubrics, which is really important if you're doing something like a TDA. This is something that you really need to pay attention to. A lot of people just want to go hit this assign button. But if you look right here, you can schedule this. So we're telling y'all to schedule them in the morning. So this would auto-populate. If I hit schedule, it will automatically go out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'm going to assign it right now because I want to show you all a couple things. So once I've assigned that, I can go in and check the work of my students. And you notice it automatically named this Janae Edwards reflection, Emily Messiah's reflection. Those are the two students I have in this lovely classroom. So I can go in and see what she's done on her assignment. And she has not done a thing, so that's not going to be a good grade. I could just give her a grade right now and write a private comment and then hit return. I want to show you another way too. So say I get to the end here and I have 20 kids in my class and I grade each one individually, and I look, and out of those students I have 10 that didn't turn them in. I could actually just go ahead and give them zeros, and I can select all the students it's still assigned to, or select them individually, and I could hit return. By the way, if you don't, you could also email the selected students, but save yourself some time. You could hit return. It says they're not done yet. Are you sure you want to return them? Say, yeah, I want to return them because they were due and they weren't turned in. So I could write to them and hit return. Now it's going to send them a message they had not turned in their assignment. Now I have those grades right here for myself, but I also have them in this tab over here of grades. So I could see if I had multiple assignments, they would all pop up here, but I could see my grades for all of my students. So I know right now we're telling you not to put grades in the actual PowerSchool gradebook, but if we do change that directive at some point in time, you'll have all your grades right here. So what if I have an assignment that doesn't have like a Google Doc attached for them to write on as their main thing that was turned in? All right, so I know that my main thing I'm looking for in this radio clown training lesson is the flip grid at the very end where they reflected. So I tell them your flip grid counts as a reflection, mark as done when complete. Because I know that on the student side, there's an option for them to mark as done. So now they have their assignment. All right, so now that one of my students has turned it in, even though there is no work attached, they could still hit mark as done. So I can go into this assignment, and assuming that the flip grid was good, I can give 100, and they're gonna get it back with that comment. It's great to give specific feedback. All right, so remember, we're not trying to micromanage exactly everything about what's expected on you, but it is really clear that you don't want to muddy all of this up with lots of different things. One thing per day. The only exception I've got so far is if you did have a Google form that was your quiz, you could post that separate as a classwork assignment because it was auto grade for you. All right, I hope that helps out a little bit with some of what we're expecting. You want your Hawk flight page itself to have your attendance, your Hawk focus, your lesson itself, which we've been encouraging you to have video lessons, maybe something extra, but you want to keep those video lessons down to about 10-15 minutes. And then your assignment, which for this one was something to read, and then answering the questions on the Google Doc or doing that reflection. You can link directly to a YouTube video, a doc, a slide, a PDF file, vocabulary, quizzes, Flipgrid, Kahoots, IXL, Alex, lots of different things that we found out that you can link directly to. If I'm wrong, go ahead and tell me, and there might be some other exceptions to it, and we'd love to know. We're all trying to learn this together. I know this is new to a lot of us, the whole online learning thing, but remember, it's also new to the students, and it's definitely new to the parents. So try to make sure you do what's in the best interest of the kids. Whatever might have taken 30 minutes in class, it's probably going to take them 45 minutes to an hour now. It's just a different environment for them. So keep that in mind. We always want to make sure we're putting our students first. So I hope this helps some of you out, and I hope that I made your life just a little bit easier.